So I recently went to Japan. Honestly, I never really thought that I'd be going to Japan. It just always seemed pretty impossible, especially when I was younger. It honestly fulfilled one of my biggest dreams of traveling. I feel really lucky to have been able to travel there. There was just so much that was different in a good way that I can't wait to go back. I'm already thinking about going back. The food, the cleanliness, the toilets, I miss it. But one of the best parts of being in another country is definitely trying some of their beauty products that you can't really get here. So I did do a bit of a haul from Don Quixote. In case you didn't know, Don Quixote is kind of like this all-in-one kind of store. I don't even think there's like really a comparison to something in the United States. I guess maybe Walmart in the sense that there's like so many different categories of things there. There's a lot of pretty great stuff for a reasonable price. Personally, I tried to limit myself to things that I can't really get in the United States or stocking up on things that I have used and love and go through a lot of, just so I pay less in the long run. Before I get to the Don Quixote stuff, I'm gonna talk about two things that I picked up from some of the pharmacies. This is a heated eyelash curler. It's from the brand Panasonic. I think I picked this up at Joshin, which kind of reminded me of like Best Buy, but I haven't really used it too much because I should probably translate the instructions just so I don't like burn myself. It's got an on and off, it runs on a battery. It's kind of like a comb texture and it gets pretty hot. On the back, there's actually this colored piece here that changes colors as it heats up. So I think once that switches colors, I think to pink, I think that's when it's heated up enough to use. But again, I gotta read the instructions a bit better, translate those, make sure I fully understand that so I don't hurt myself. I personally have a hard time keeping my eyelashes up, so that's why I kind of wanted to try that. I feel like we don't really have a lot of those options here. And then I picked up this powder from CanMake. It's one of the multicolored powders, so you can kind of like pinpoint each color, or you could just mix together colors. So if you want to kind of color correct, if you got redness, you could use some of the green, kind of pinpoint it a little bit, but I think it's mostly used for swirling together, kind of overall balancing out some of the colors. Really love the powder puffs with these guys. I've used this a few times and I'm not exactly sure how I feel. I don't see like a lot of improvement on just kind of swirling it around and using it overall. There's not really much of a difference from using that versus just like a normal setting powder for me. This is a Bloom 01 color. I think there's a few different shades of this, but the packaging is also really, really cute. This is one of their marshmallow finish powders. So it is super, super soft and I do really like that texture. So I'm gonna definitely keep trying this out. And now we get to the big stuff. I need scissors. Ooh, it smells good. Why does it smell good? Might be the hair gel I have in here. Just gonna pick at random here. Yes. Starting off strong, we've got the Heroin Make mascara remover. These I've gone through so many. I honestly thought they were kind of like gimmicky. Like, do you really need a specific mascara remover or can I just use my oil cleanser? And you know what? I'm glad I tried it because this is the fastest that I can take off my mascara. It's so much better because I'm not constantly like rubbing my eyelashes if I'm like doing an oil cleanse. It's an oily consistency, but whatever oil combinations they're using, it just removes so much faster, and the less time I'm rubbing my eyes, the better it is, the less I'm going to lose my lashes. So these are honestly really, really good, especially if you really like the Asian waterproof mascaras that are really hard to come off. Those are the only ones that work for me, so these are a must. This is an oil cleanser from the brand Fancel. It is the mild cleansing oil. I've heard a lot of people using this. It's very popular in Japan, so I decided I'd pick this up just to try it out. They did have a few multi-packs, but I didn't know if I was gonna like it, so I love oil cleansers. It's the only way I remove my makeup. I do really like the Hada Labo oil cleanser, and the Speedy one in the pink bottle. Those are probably my two favorite oil cleansers. If this can beat that, then it'd be nice. This is a mascara from Heroin Make. It's the Long and Curl Advanced Film. So this is a waterproof one and it's in black. And these are honestly some of the best mascaras I've ever tried. Clio, I also really like. It's the one that I'm wearing right now. But I think this one kind of is surpassing it just a little bit. So I bought an extra one of these since I'm out of the one that I have. And then let's talk more lashes, but actually false lashes. I picked up a few falsies. These are from the brand DUP, D-Up. I'm not exactly sure how to say that. This is the Airy Curl Lash. This is 2 natural, 3 natural. They are very, very small and fine. I have a hard time finding lashes that fit my eye shape and don't really like overcrowd my eye because I have hooded eyes. It's really hard to kind of get something that's not gonna look cartoonish on me. I do like lashes, but I wish there were some better options here that weren't so expensive. So I decided to pick up a few of these that look really natural and I feel like would be a good everyday one and not look too crazy on me. Very fine hair, not too clustered, and it looks like the band is pretty thin as well. And then to go with that, I also bought the same brand eyelash glue. I've used this one before. Honestly, really, really good. It's a very strong one. So if you're like me and get really impatient, you put the eyelash glue on and then you have to wait for a while. You don't have to wait as long for this one, which I like, and it sticks really, really well. This is the clear type. It's kind of similar to the House of Lashes glue if you tried that before. Okay, let's stick with makeup. A One Day Tattoo K palette. But it's like a dual-sided eyeliner, highlighter for your aegyo right under your eye. One side, I'm gonna open it. It's in Sakura Pink. Ooh. One side's liquid, and that's for your under eye. It is very light, which I actually really like. But if you kind of like tap onto it, it kind of stays there, but it looks really, really natural. You can probably not even see it, but it kind of looks like it's just part of my hand, right? Which is what I really want when you're doing the under eye, because it won't look cartoonish. It'll look a lot more natural and kind of like a natural shadow. And then the other side's powder. It's kind of like a sponge. And just a beautiful highlight. But it's great with these because it's just kind of, oh wow. Okay, so the powder's just straight up in there. In the bottom there. That's interesting. I thought it would come from here out, but it's actually in the cap. So you just kind of press down into powder and then highlight. But these two colors are meant to go together, so it looks really good. Out of all of the options, and they had a lot of options for these, I think this one looked the most natural on me. So very excited to try that. I have tried a few of these kinds of pens and I do really like them. So it's nice to see a lot of options for them too. Ooh, this is from Judy Doll. It's the watery lip gloss. And I bought this because I kept seeing everybody talking about the metal applicator. This is the color 9. Pretty thick packaging, but it's got some like droplets in there. So it looks wet. So you can kind of see it's a metal applicator, which is gonna be like really cooling. It kind of looks like a needle, to be honest. I haven't tried this yet, so this will be fun to try. I am wearing a lip color now, so it's probably not the best to try now. So in the future, we'll try. Looks amazing. Judy Doll, I feel like, is a really good brand also. Onto a little bit of skincare. I bought this pear cream. This I heard was really good for hormonal acne. It's got a metal tube, which is nice. Kind of gets all the product out when you need it. It's a spot treatment. I don't know if I remember what's in it, but it was supposedly really good for cystic acne. So we will see. This is from Hada Labo also. I've tried a bunch of their products and I've never been disappointed with them. Again, the Hada Labo oil cleanser is one of my favorites, but it's a lotion. It's just, yeah, very nice. I like to switch around my lotions every now and then, so this will be good to kind of put in the rotation. Premium hydrating cream, so we'll see if it's good for my dry skin. And then, because everybody's been raving about it, this rice mask for your face, sheet mask. I think one's in here. It feels very cold. A rice mask, so it's supposed to help with brightening. So I'll have to try it out and see. And then we're off to hair. These I have never seen before. They're dry shampoo sheets. I don't know how that works, but I assume it's kind of looking like a dryer sheet that you kind of pass along your hair to pick up oil, or it's gonna be like an oil blotting sheet kind of thing. I'm not exactly sure, but I thought that was kind of bizarre, and it's from Kao, K-A-O, and it looks like it's peach scented. I can't smell it through the package. It says 12, so I hope that means 12 sheets, but I can't read that, so my hair gets really oily very, very quickly. Not sure if a dry shampoo sheet will cut it, but we're definitely gonna try it out. And then probably some of my favorite things are definitely some hair products that I don't really see a lot of in the United States, and that's kind of like these hair sticks and wax. Let me tell you, everybody's hair there was immaculate. It didn't matter what kind of weather it was, if it was raining, if it was hot, if it was cold. Everybody's hair was perfect, in place, amazing, like everybody, and it's actually insane. I wanted to see what they were using for their hair, so I picked up one of the hair sticks that I've been using, and it's really good. So I had to pick up another one. This one is the And Honey Melty Matomake Stick 4.0 Super Hold. And then this one is from a different brand, Puceau French Point Repair. It looks like it won some awards, so we'll have to compare the two. And they come out with these sticks like this, kind of like a mascara wand, but definitely thicker and bigger. But I don't know how they do it. The gel that they have in there, it's never too much gel. You pull it out and you're like, okay, it's gonna be a big mess, and then you're not actually making a mess. I don't know exactly if it's the wand or the gel itself. My hair tends to go everywhere, and it's great for keeping things in place. And then I want to try a different version, which is this styling stick from Matomage. Comes out like this, and it's more of like a wax stick that kind of like I imagine you would use on like a surfboard, but like less thick for your hair, that you kind of like put everything in place. And then like, especially everybody had like bangs there, and it made me want to get bangs. And every time I go to the hairdresser, they tell me, don't ever get bangs because I don't have a lot of hair, don't get bangs. I had to convince her real hard to get curtain bangs, which I have not styled today, so don't look at them. But I feel like, I don't know, I feel like it could work if I get like really thin ones, because everybody had like really fine ones, and it worked so well for everybody's face shape. It worked so well for everybody's haircut. It looked beautiful, and I imagine these sticks are a way to kind of keep them in place also. I know some Korean brands have some ones that you kind of like, almost like put like glue on your forehead and kind of stick them down so that they kind of like stay in place. Try these out for a bit and we'll see how it goes. Let me show you the one I opened. Okay, so this is one from And Honey. It is one of their Disney ones, and so you open it up, kind of like a mascara, but definitely a lot thicker. You know, it takes up like a lot of my palm. But you see how there's like not a lot of product on there? Like you'd imagine this, it almost looks like there's nothing on there, but it is wet to the touch, and it's very light. And it smells amazing. And it doesn't feel greasy or sticky or crunchy. Out of everything that I wanted to try there, these were definitely up high on my list. And after I bought one just to try while I was there, I'm like, never tried anything like that. I need about 5 million more. Okay, so I don't still have my receipt for this, which I'm kind of sad I don't have. I may have accidentally thrown it out. But if I remember correctly, with the conversion and without the consumption tax, I think I ended up spending about $150 on everything, which I feel like for beauty products is really, honestly, a very good deal. I got about 16 products, which kind of ends up being about $10 each, which is pretty damn good for some beauty supplies, honestly, because something like this mascara would probably cost me about 20 bucks in the United States. So I think I saved about 10 bucks each at the very least. Some things definitely would be costing more. Some things I've never even seen here. All in all, I think it was a pretty good deal. Could I have spent less? Yes, absolutely. Did I need everything? No, I did not. But I feel like I did contain myself while still allowing myself to get some nice things. So I think I did a good job on that. And I will definitely be using everything you see here. Let me know what you would like to see more of after I've used it for a while. If you want to see how something works up close and personal, let me know. I will definitely show you. If you want to know more about Japan, I'm happy to talk it over, tell you about my experience, show you pictures. Here's to hoping 2025 will be another good year for travel, and maybe, who knows, maybe 2026 I'll be going to Japan again. And let me know what else you want to see next. Okay, bye.